Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Secondhand Styler, the series where I show you my top tips and tricks for shopping secondhand and how you can get more for your money. Now today I'm here outside the Kirkwood Hospice in Huddersfield in Yorkshire, and I'm hoping I'll be able to find a couple of summer bits and bobs. What's also very interesting about this particular shop is they're actually gender neutral, which is not something I've experienced before. So let's head inside and see what we can find. Come on. In we come. So here we are inside the charity shop, and it's nice and spacious. Lots of space. Sometimes in charity shops it can be a little bit cramped. This one's really nice. It feels quite fluid and easy to navigate. I'm going to work my way from kind of one corner to the next and just see what we can find. The first thing I've spotted is a little blazer. This is in quite a trending colour. Now, I'm not somebody that loves trends generally, but if you are somebody that follows kind of colour trends, we've got this butter yellow blazer here, £6. It's got shoulder pads, very, very nice. Pastels in summer, you can't really go wrong. We know it's not groundbreaking, but there are lots of pastel colours here. So if you are somebody that loves those pastel pinks, lilacs, baby blues, we've got some sage here, really, really nice. Now these here, this is something that I wear quite a lot in summer. I wear some nice looser trousers, usually with a drawstring. These are by M&S, a really nice brand, high street brand that I wear all the time. And they're in this olive green. So the types of colours I like to go for in summer are olive greens, whites, navies, pieces that you can kind of tie together. So if there's a certain colour palette that you like, that's what I go for. Of course, it may change based on the person, but these are really, really easy to throw on. What's also nice is they've got a bit of give. So in the summer, if you're getting warm, you don't want to be uncomfortable, I like anything that has this kind of looser string on the waist and nice and kind of airy, really nice in summertime. And the price on these is £4, so a really, really good price as well. As I say, they do have them in other colours. If you are somebody that likes a brighter colour, not for me per se, but I know that not everybody likes a neutral wardrobe. And again, got that nice drawstring, so you've got the option to have them looser fitting in those warmer months so that you stay nice and comfortable. Actually, lots of different colours of this style. We've got this kind of yellowy colour here, again, M&S, with the option to tighten them and loosen them. I'm now moving over to the t-shirt section. Now, I find t-shirts aren't the most exciting thing to buy, are they? They're not an exciting statement piece, but you do need basics in your wardrobe just to style up with high-waisted trousers, a nice statement belt. So I do actually buy a lot of my basic oversized t-shirts in charity shops, and I really, really like doing it that way because you can get amazing prices. I'm just having a look at what this costs. This is £3.50, a nice oversized navy top. Navy is one of my favorite colors. Tuck it into some white denim, nice statement belt, some sandals, you're good to go. Pair of statement earrings. So I always look out for those kind of basic tops. You'll know I love a stripe. Here we've got a little stripy top, again tucked into some white linen shorts. You're going to look amazing. £2 for that. This would be quite nice for my husband. He likes stripy clothes and he also likes M&S. And this here is £3. It's in this almost towel-like fabric, and it's a kind of like a warm brown striped with white. And I think he'd love something like this. I can see the gender neutral element coming in here because you're kind of choosing, you know, if you like it or not. It doesn't really matter what gender it was originally designed for. So that's quite nice. You're kind of using your own sense of style to make that decision. We've got another one. This is actually in the same design, but in the olive green, similar to the colour I showed you earlier. Here we've got some French Connection. Again, quite a simple design, £6.50. Grey and black, nice and simple, but for just £6.50 you can't really go wrong, and you can never have too many just easy to style basic t-shirts. Now if you do want something a little bit more funky, you can go for anything with a bit of an embellishment, and I love a pearl embellishment. I'm wearing pearls today, and this is a little bit heavier for summer, I would say. It's more of a knitted top. But if, you know, you're going out for the day in the summer and you want something to keep you warm in the evening, this would look gorgeous, tucked into maybe a white floor-length skirt or a little white pair of shorts. Really, really nice because you've still got your arms to breathe. So there's nothing wrong with going for kind of lighter knits in summer. This is just £5. It's originally from Zara. But look, it's got pearl embellishments all the way around. I think that's gorgeous. Really, really nice colour as well in that more pastel pink tone. I feel like you'd wear something like that. Now, something that I always say in summer and those warmer months is consider the fabric you're wearing. One of my favorite fabrics to wear is linen. Linen wears really nicely in the heat. And if you've watched my videos before, you'll know I always feel for the quality first. This immediately I could feel it's linen. Now this is actually a linen and cotton blend. I think it's 55% linen and 45% cotton. Yes, that's correct. And this here is just £4.50. Really, really nice fabric and actually a really nice design. I like this. This would look really smart in summer, but also maybe if you work in an office, you could tuck this into some nice suit trousers. It's going to keep you nicely tempered, but it also looks really, really smart. So not only do nice fabrics and natural fibers keep you cooler, but they also look a little bit more elevated, a little bit more high end. So that's a really nice wearable colour, great fabric, £4.50. Another item, now this here I actually love. This is in one of my favourite colours, navy, and you can wear this in so many ways because it's almost like a see-through lace. Can you see that on the camera? And it's £3.50. It's by Promode, which is a French brand. And this would look so nice with a little vest underneath, so you're still getting a lot of airflow, but you could wear this with a warmer top underneath in winter, tuck it in to some suit trousers, wear it with some shorts. This is really, really nice, a little bit different, but you could also wear this over a bikini. It's got that kind of resort wear look to it. £3.50, really nice. It feels really nice quality. I actually can't see the fabric composition, but it feels like it's a hybrid with cotton. So I really like this. This is probably one of my favorite things I've seen so far. I'm now going to move over to the shoes and accessories, and I'm spotting here some sandals. Now these have got a tiny little wedge on them. They're in a very wearable color, a nice tan for summer, you can't go wrong. And they're actually by June. So a nice brand. Now the one thing that I always check are the soles of shoes. That's how you can tell how worn they are. And you can see here, they maybe have had a couple of wears, but nothing crazy. Now the one thing to consider when you're buying secondhand shoes, particularly sandals, because you often wear those without socks, is to buy a good shoe disinfectant spray. Really important for hygiene. You can find it on Amazon. They use it in bowling alleys, and that'll just give you that peace of mind that they are, hygienic to wear. But these are really nice, a nice colour for summer. And the price on these is just £5 for some nice June sandals. Really, really nice. Now I've spotted here a nice brown belt, and I think based on the quality, this is probably real leather. Feels like it could be. Smells like it could be as well. You can smell for leather if you know how to spot it. And yeah, you can see here, this is 100% leather and really, really nice. Nice colour, really heavy duty actually, good quality. The price on this is £4 for a real leather brown belt. You can't complain at prices like that. So really, really like that. If you like your silver hardware, definitely worth having a little look for belts because you never know what you're going to find. And I spot leather belts all the time. Right, I'm moving on to one of my favourite sections, the shirt section. I love a shirt. Probably my most worn item actually. And having a little look through the rails. First thing I've spotted, blue pinstripe shirt, Abercrombie & Fitch, gorge. Actually, might buy this, quite like it. £7.50, classic navy and white pinstripe. You can't go wrong, it's absolutely timeless. This is in a size small, it feels amazing quality. I'm wondering what the fabric composition of this is. It's really, really soft. Also comes with the extra buttons. I love a shirt that comes with spare buttons. That is the sign of decent to good quality. 100% cotton, perfect for summer. This just worn over a white outfit, sleeves rolled up, really nice. You could also wear this kind of how I'm wearing my own shirt today, unbuttoned at the top, rolled up the sleeves. Now the thing about this is it is slightly heavier than your classic kind of linen shirt, but you could wear it as a jacket. That's quite a nice way to wear a shirt in the summer, so you kind of get two different versions of your shirt. You can wear it in winter with a jumper, wear it as a jacket in the summer. £7.50. You can't complain. Now I can see here it says muscle, which for me suggests this probably was a men's shirt, and also you can tell by the way the buttons overlay, but who cares? If you like something, wear it. So that's really, really nice. That was probably around £50 upwards new. Here we've got another pinstripe shirt. So one of my favorite things, stripy shirts, really easy to spot because they kind of stand out on a rail. And this one here is just £5. This here feels like it could be a linen blend. Let's have a little look at the composition. It's a cotton blend. It's 98% cotton, quite nice for my husband or my brother would like that. And the price on that is just £4 for a 98% cotton shirt. Now, if there's one thing I also love in the summer, of course, it's a little dress, whether you're going out for dinner, maybe you just want to wear a nice floaty dress to work or in the day or on the weekend. So there's a big dress section here, which is great. And I'm gonna have a little look through and just see what appeals to me. This is nice. Here we've got something by episde. So this would typically be costing you upwards of £50. It's £6 here, and it's in this nice sheared denim. People are loving denim this year, and I love denim. I think denim worn nicely in a nice classy way can look really, really chic. And I think a good way to wear denim is something that's maybe a little bit tailored or has got a fun design to it. And this is nice because it's got this kind of tiered trim, which is really nice and flattering. It's also got these little sheared wrist cuffs. So it's got a fun design, but it's very, very wearable. You know, it's not too tight around the stomach or the waist. So it's nice and comfortable. It's flowy, really, really nice. For £6, this with just some nice sandals or some platform trainers, you're going to look fabulous. And episde is a great brand, so I really, really like that. Perfect for summer. Moving on to trousers, and again, I like kind of more looser, flowy trousers at this time of year. So I'm just having a little look at any that maybe stand out to me. We've got a pair here. So these here are by George, which is actually a supermarket brand, but they do feel like they've got linen in them. And if we look at the label here, we can see that they're actually 55% linen. So, you know, sometimes these high street or supermarket brands may just surprise you with the quality that they offer. And again, in a really nice wearable colour. Now, something to consider when you are buying linen is check for any loose bits of thread. Now, something like this are really just a couple of bits of loose thread, easy to fix, but really make sure to check the bum, because that's where people are going to sit down and they're going to get quite a lot of wear on them. So always check those areas that have got a higher wear, just to make sure you're not buying anything that's too damaged. These are a couple of bits of loose thread, easy to fix. And the price on these is just £4 for some nice linen, very, very wearable trousers, nice wearable colour. Just spotted another pair of trousers, which I believe will be a linen blend. And these are a really nice navy colour, wide leg, perfect for summer, nice and airy. I don't like anything too tight. You'll notice I wear a lot of loose fitting clothing. It's because I like to be comfortable. And these are by a brand called Parallel. They are in a navy, and I believe these will definitely be linen just based on how they feel. They're originally by Next. And they are, let's have a little look at the composition, 55% linen mixed with 45% viscose. And there's a couple of reasons brands may do a mix. It could be for cost, quite often it is, but it also could be to ensure that they don't crease too easily, because linen can crease really easily. So it's not always a bad thing to have a combination of linen mixed with another fabric if it means perhaps you don't have to spend as much time ironing or it wears a little bit nicer. I'm now moving on to the other side of the store, and I'm seeing here we've got some skirts and shorts, some sort of lighter vest style tops as well. So let's have a look and see what we can spot here. Now here is a little cami top. Again, not the most exciting, but as I mentioned at the very start of today's video, it is important to have those basics for layering. Little cami tops, vests, things like that. You never know when you're going to need just a really light layer underneath, perhaps the lace top I showed you, or under a little cardigan or jumper. So really easy just to have a couple of these in quite neutral colours, and you can really find them in charity shops. This one here is just £2, really, really nice, in an XXL, and it's also got the adjustable straps here as well to make sure it fits you in the way that you like it to fit you. We're getting down here to the skirts and shorts. I think this is a linen blend again. Yes, it is. Little mini skirt. I wouldn't really usually wear a mini skirt, but some of you might like a mini skirt. Quite like these. Here we've got some, yeah, these are nice, aren't they? Little navy shorts. Again, they've got that drawstring, so you've got the option to wear them kind of looser fitting, or if you want them to really suck you in, they can. And I'm actually not seeing a brand on these, but they're really, really nice. They've got this almost plissé design, which is something I really like in the summer. I particularly like a good plissé set. And you can find matching tops to this fabric, which is really nice. It's nice to have things that look like they're matching or co-ord sets. And I think the price on these is £3. They're in an extra large, but as I say, you know, if you try things on, they've got a huge changing room at this charity shop. You can make things fit you in the way that works for you. So don't be put off by sizing. Quite often, if I see something I like and it looks like it could fit, I don't look at the size, I just try it on and see if it fits in the way that I like. Now over here, we've actually got a rail, which is marked as new. So that means that all of these products are actually new. So when you go to charity shops, it doesn't just mean buying secondhand. You can also buy pieces new with their tags, or maybe they're new but they haven't got their tags. So let's have a look and see if there's anything that I particularly am drawn to here. Here we've got a really classic A-line vest dress. This is nice. What's nice about this is it's got a really nice low scoop back, which I think is quite a flattering shape on some people if you like that type of look. It's £7.50, originally by ASOS. I do like an A-line in summer because, as I say, it kind of draws you in at your waist and then just flares outwards. So if you're particularly somebody that doesn't like that area around your body, a really good shape to wear. It's also quite a modern design with the vest look to it, and it's black. So you can wear it with pretty much anything, really, really wearable. And another thing that's great about this type of shape is I'd say it's 3/4 length dress. You could wear this with a jumper and it would actually just look like you're wearing a black midi skirt. So really, really versatile, very wearable. It says it's a size small, but as I say, it's got a lot of stretch to it. So you could probably kind of wear this in a way that you feel comfortable wearing. Now this is quite cute. If you work in an office or you want something a little bit more dressed up, I do love a sky blue. And you can see here, this was originally by Next. It was £30. It's got the original tag on, and the price here is £6.50. So you're saving a lot of money by buying this secondhand. This would look really nice with a belt around the waist with some nice wide leg white trousers. It's a nice silky feel material. I doubt it's silk, but it does feel very nice. Now the types of brands you can find here, we've got here something by French Connection, new with its tag. I wonder if this is the original price. Originally £130, here it's 30. So you're saving £100. Now this isn't my style, but if you like a floral dress, it's in navy, really, really well made, French Connection. You're saving £100, it's a size large, really, really nice for summer with the flowers, a great find. I've spotted here some tracksuit bottoms, not particularly fancy, but who doesn't love a pair of tracksuit bottoms around the house? These are cotton and they're by M&S with the original tag. The original price on these, I actually can't see the original price, but they're £6.50 here. I reckon, I do go into M&S quite often, I reckon you'd be maybe looking at about £25, £30 for these new. And as I say, 100% cotton, so really, really nice, cozy, wear them around the house, do some chores, whatever it is that you like to do. You can't really complain at that. New with tags. I love finding new with tags items. It's like you're shopping at just a big sale and everything is hugely discounted. Now you're probably wondering, why am I over by the knitwear when I'm doing a video on summer clothing? You do still need little kind of throwovers and jumpers in the summer, and I like to wear my jumpers kind of over my shoulders, and then if it gets colder in the evening I wear it. So I'm going to have a little look through this rail and see if there's any lighter knitwear. It doesn't need to be a really woolly knit. Something a little bit lighter. Got here something quite fun, little houndstooth, a bit bright for me, but a nice statement piece. And the price on this is £4.50. It's got a good weight to it. We've got some M&S here. Now this I'd say is probably a little bit too on the heavy side for summer, but it is nice. And the price on this is £5. And something to actually bear in mind is in the summertime, when everyone's buying summer clothing, you can actually find really good clothing for winter. So don't be afraid to stock up on a couple of winter bits if you see something that you really, really like, because you can get the best bargains at this time of year. And now this I've spotted, and I think I'll probably buy this for my husband. It's a navy Ralph Lauren jumper. And this is actually, I think it's his size, it's a medium. He will absolutely love this, and if he doesn't, I'll have it. Navy, you can't go wrong. And the price of this is just £10 for a really nice navy Ralph Lauren jumper. I am going to check the armpits. That's one area that sometimes can get a hole, and so far so good. Yes, this is absolutely brilliant and will be coming home with me. This is quite nice for summer. It's a 3/4 length zip and it's a cotton blend. It says here £5, M&S, really nice summery colour. So if you are somebody that likes a knit, sometimes a 3/4 length zip is great because you can just air out a little bit, but it still keeps you nice and warm, and it's in those nice summery tones. Now I've spotted some sandals down here that I am very much liking. Not only are they platform, but they're actually made in Spain. And if there's one thing I always check, it's where shoes are made. If they're made in Italy, Spain or Portugal, I'm probably interested in them. And these here, they tie around the ankles. They're quite nice and modern. They've got this really nice kind of fabric design, and they look like they've never been worn. A size 39, made in Spain, and they're £6. Really, really like these. What's also nice about these is you could wear them with a nice plain black or white outfit, and then these would add a little bit of interesting texture. So really, really fun. Always look where shoes are made. Got some little lemon candle holders here, which are quite nice and summery. Maybe if you're having like an alfresco dinner. Little lemon dishes, nice and summery. Also lots of china and things like that. So if you are somebody that likes antiques, definitely always have a little look and see if they've got hallmarks. I always check the hallmarks you can see here. Or somebody that knows what you're looking for, really good to come and have a little look and see if you can find any bargains. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the Secondhand Styler. I would love to know what your favourite item was that we saw whilst looking around the shop. If you are interested in visiting, I'm going to leave all of the Kirkwood Hospice details down below. As always, a huge thank you for watching. If you do enjoy secondhand shopping and luxury for less style tips, make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again in my next video. Bye!